always have to be aware of who is pumping certain things. More importantly, why are they pumping those cryptocurrency projects? Now, this doesn't mean that you can't do it. If you believe in a project, you think it has long-term fundamentals, or you come out and say, hey, I think it's a short-term pump, whatever it is, as long as you're transparent, there's nothing wrong with that. But you get into situations where people promote certain projects without telling you fully why they're doing it, especially when they're not in the space. That's when you need to be the most careful. And I want to run through a little lawsuit here that's been resolved that actually went in favor of the influencers themselves. But really, the whole point of this is to showcase what can happen and why it's always about do your own research. All right, so let's get into this. So Kim Kardashian and other celebrities beat crypto investors' lawsuit. This is just very recent, as of last week. So a federal judge in California on Wednesday dismissed a lawsuit against reality TV star Kim Kardashian, boxing legend Floyd Mayweather Jr., and others over their role in promoting a cryptocurrency, saying it was not clear that the investors who sued actually saw the promotions. The lawsuit filed in January claims Ethereummax, which was the project here, executives schemed with celebrity promoters to induce investors to buy the Emax token, driving up its price and allowing them, being the influencers, to sell their own tokens at a profit. And this is what happens. These influencers come aboard, they push a certain project, all of us get into it, the retail investors, price skyrockets, these guys hit the escape hatch, sell out at a profit, and then everybody else is along for the nosedive. This is very common. It's not just crypto, it happens in every industry, but you have to be careful here, especially when you don't understand what's happening, or maybe it's your first time in it, so you're not fully aware. But even those who are fully aware get caught up. I mean, BitBoy Crypto, love the guy, love his content, but even he was pushing FTX and everything long before, and he's come out and openly said, yeah, I shouldn't push certain projects and I'm not going to anymore. But even he was doing that. Now, whether he was cashing out or doing all that, who knows? But it's not like he was hiding that he was pushing the projects. But you gotta assess for yourself. Is this something that really has legs, or is it something that just that person is trying to push so they can get out, right? But going on with this, attorneys for Mayweather did not immediately respond to requests for comment. This one was news to me. Also named in the lawsuit was former NBA star Paul Pierce. I wasn't aware that Paul Pierce was a part of this. But little digging, and absolutely he was a part of this. And really what it came down to was Kim Kardashian promoting with one Instagram post. With the amount of followers that she has in the millions, one Instagram post is worth quite a bit. And so she was paid basically to do that post. And then with the tokens that she has already from the project, so not only did she get paid with just doing the post, but then the post turns into increased value of the token, which she already has, and then she can escape out of that and bring even more profit to her wallet. It's crazy how that works, right? But she made a post sometime in June. Mayweather did his fight with Logan Paul. I saw the fight, actually. I did not even see the promotion that he did have, but it's clear that he had Ethereummax on his waistband there of his boxer shorts while he was in the fight. So that's quite a promo there for him. And Paul Pierce's, his tweets were pretty self-explanatory about what he was pushing as well. But the thing is that Wednesday's ruling, Fitzgerald said that the investors had failed to show that the executives and promoters schemed to mislead investors rather than acting in their own self-interest. And look, you can't prove that, right? So if I'm pushing out tweets or I'm pushing out I can always just say, yeah, I believed in it, and that's why I did it. So very difficult to say that I'm misleading people when they're paid promoters. Interesting. So this is while the investors may revise those claims, Fitzgerald permanently dismissed their claim under California's consumer protection law, which he said applies to tangible goods and services, not intangible goods and services, intangible goods such as cryptocurrency. That was interesting. The fact that those laws for consumer protection don't apply to crypto. So something to be aware of. And here's the thing. Kardashian agreed in October to pay the Securities Exchange Commission $1.26 million to settle claims that she had failed to disclose she was paid to promote Ethereummax. This was in October. She paid to settle it out. But overall, she didn't admit any wrongdoing. And this is what they do across the board. It's just easier to settle than to have to go through anything. Now, that can work on the other side too, right? You don't want to go through the headache of trying to prove yourself and this and that. But for the most part, a lot of this stuff is pretty easy in terms of their lack of involvement in the crypto space. And all of a sudden, they push a crypto project and then they're out of it. Pretty easy sometimes. And so that's what I'm saying. You always got to be careful. Now, with FTX, that has brought in a whole new wave of celebrities who are pushing it. Tom Brady's, Steph Curry's, just a whole bunch of people. Kevin O'Leary for sure. I've covered that ad nauseum. Kevin O'Leary and the things that he's done and how he's continued to this day to push the fact that Sam Bankman-Fried is someone that should not be vilified. Just someone that had an issue with business management. And until the facts are out, he's not going to call it otherwise. So interesting. But I mentioned Tom Brady, and I wanted to show one little clip here that this is not going to age well at all. All right, so this is Tom Brady, Sam Bankman-Fried in Bahamas, and here's what Tom had to say.
What's up, guys? I'm here with my boy Sam from FTX. We're at Crypto Bahamas Conference. We're going to start the day. We're going to do some TikToks for you guys. And it's going to be an amazing day. We'll get started. We'll do a get ready with me. Sam, where you going, bro?
So that's a very indirect endorsement, right? Not really saying he's endorsing it, but he's there. He's doing everything. And apparently him and Giselle lost around 60 million, 63 million with FTX. So look, sometimes even the celebrities who are promoting it and getting paid lose more than what they were paid. Because they just get wrapped up in whatever they're doing. They think they believe in it. They get manipulated as well. But you've got to be careful. Always have to be careful of what you're doing, who you're listening to. And even if you listen to somebody, you got to double check yourself to see if it fits for you, if it makes sense. And at the end of the day, like I say, whatever you invest in, you have to be somewhat, because I never like the saying you got to be okay to lose it all. Nobody's okay. I don't even care if it's $10, $50. But you cannot be financially ruined if a particular investment goes to zero, especially if the way that you heard about it was through someone promoting it. The bigger the star, usually the less involved they are in that space, which means their promotion is high, but the knowledge is very low. So be careful out there. Just do your own research. Make decisions accordingly.